Squid Game Season 2, released on December 26, 2024, continues the harrowing journey of Song Ji-hun, the sole survivor of the previous deadly games. Haunted by his experiences and driven by a desire for justice, Ji-hun embarks on a mission to dismantle the sinister organization behind the games. His path crosses once again with police officer Wang Junho, who miraculously survived after being shot by his brother, the front man, in the first season. Together, they form an uneasy alliance, united by their common goal to expose and end the deadly competition. To infiltrate the organization, Ji-hun makes the perilous decision to re-enter the games, this time with a clandestine agenda. Unbeknownst to the organizers, he carries a hidden tracker, implanted in a tooth, to aid Junho and a team of mercenaries in locating and infiltrating the secretive island where the games are held. This risky strategy underscores Ji-hun's transformation from a desperate participant to a determined saboteur. The new season introduces a fresh set of participants, each grappling with their own financial hardships and personal demons. Among them is No Yul, a North Korean defector searching for her lost daughter. In a surprising twist, it's revealed that No Yul is not a player but a masked guard, serving as an expert sniper responsible for eliminating contestants during the lethal games. Her complex character adds depth to the narrative, highlighting the blurred lines between victim and perpetrator within the game's hierarchy. The games themselves have evolved, presenting new challenges that are as psychologically taxing as they are physically dangerous. Classic games like Red Light, Green Light return with heightened stakes, while new games are introduced, each meticulously designed to exploit the vulnerabilities and fears of the participants. The iconic Young Hee doll makes a reappearance, her innocent facade contrasting with her deadly role in the games. This juxtaposition serves as a chilling reminder of the perverse nature of the competition. As Ji-hun navigates these treacherous challenges, he works covertly to foment dissent among the players, aiming to incite a rebellion against the game's orchestrators. His efforts are fraught with peril, as trust is a scarce commodity in an environment where betrayal can mean the difference between life and death. The narrative delves into the psychological toll of the games, exploring themes of desperation, morality, and the human instinct for survival. Parallel to Ji-hun's covert mission, Junho and his team of mercenaries prepare to launch an assault on the island. Their objective is to dismantle the operation from the outside, coordinating with Ji-hun's internal efforts. The tension escalates as the narrative weaves between the impending external attack and the brewing internal rebellion, setting the stage for a climactic confrontation. The front man, now fully in control after the death of the enigmatic founder Il-nam, introduces new elements to the games, including a voting mechanism that allows players to decide collectively whether to continue or end the competition. This addition serves to further manipulate the participants, exploiting their hopes and fears to maintain control. The psychological manipulation underscores the show's critique of societal structures and the dehumanizing effects of desperation. Throughout the season, the complex relationship between Ji-hun and the front man is explored, delving into philosophical debates about human nature, morality, and the corrupting influence of power. Their interactions provide a deeper understanding of the motivations driving both the participants and the organizers of the games. The second act of the season delves deeper into the horrifying yet captivating world of the games. As Ji-hun continues his covert sabotage from within, the organization introduces more intricate and emotionally devastating challenges. The games are designed not only to test physical abilities but also to psychologically break the players. One such game involves an elaborate maze where participants must solve puzzles to escape before the walls close in. The puzzles require knowledge of their fellow players' deepest secrets, which are leaked through orchestrated interrogations before the game begins. This forces participants to exploit vulnerabilities and betray allies, heightening the tension and mistrust among them. Ji-hun uses this opportunity to subtly spread dissent. He forms small alliances, planting seeds of rebellion by pointing out the manipulators pulling the strings. While some players remain focused on survival, others begin questioning the morality of their situation and the system's inherent cruelty. The presence of No Yul, the North Korean defector and sniper posing as a guard, takes center stage in this section. Her backstory unfolds through flashbacks, revealing the harrowing circumstances that forced her to take up a role in the games. Her internal conflict grows as she starts secretly helping certain players, including Ji-hun, while keeping her identity hidden. No Yul's arc adds a moral complexity, as her actions oscillate between compliance with the system and acts of rebellion. Junho's operation and a new threat. Meanwhile, outside the island, Junho's preparations for a raid intensify. His team uncovers more about the organization's far-reaching influence, including its connections to corrupt government officials and international elites. However, this puts them at greater risk, as the organization retaliates by targeting Junho's allies, using advanced surveillance and bribery to dismantle their operation. Junho's personal conflict with his brother, the front man, also takes a central role. Through intercepted communications, Junho discovers that his brother's descent into darkness wasn't a simple case of power corrupting him. Instead, it's revealed that the front man himself was coerced by an even more sinister force, a council of wealthy individuals who orchestrate the games worldwide. These revelations deepen the moral ambiguity of the show, as even the villains are shown to be trapped in the system they enforce. The players' stories. The show maintains its emotional core by exploring the lives of the new players. Each character brings their own tragic backstory, emphasizing the systemic failures that drove them to participate in the deadly competition. Wonhan Jae-sok, a former child prodigy turned gambling addict, Jae-sok wrestles with his shame and self-loathing. He becomes one of Ji-hun's key allies, but his impulsiveness often jeopardizes their plans. Tu-yoon Harim, a single mother who entered the games to pay for her son's medical treatment. Her maternal instincts drive her to protect weaker players, often putting her at odds with the more ruthless participants. 3. Kang Tae-ho, a disgraced soldier dishonorably discharged for disobeying orders during a war. His tactical skills make him a valuable asset, but his rigid sense of morality clashes with the game's brutal nature. These characters, along with others, form a tapestry of desperation and resilience, mirroring the struggles of the first season's participants. Ji-hun's growing resolve. As Ji-hun navigates the increasingly dangerous games,